Hello, everybody. This is Alia Jamal, the love coach, coming here live for another love circle. And today we are talking about something that we all are a little bit aware of, but we don't really pay attention to it, and that is our breath. So today we are talking about power of breath. And I'll be talking about this topic in three categories: physical, energetical, spiritual. So now first just look at what breath is. Most of us adult, we are shallow breathers. So we're just breathing over here. We're not really pushing our diaphragm down. I remember, I believe in 2017, when I was really getting into self-development and listening to all kind of books, one of the things I came across was about just realizing through the book that I was listening, oh, I am a shallow breather. I'm not really breathing deep. And all day long, I'll just keep reminding myself deep breaths, deep breaths. Whenever you're doing the inhale, go deeper, go deeper. But in my opinion, or in my experience, when we don't know why we are doing what we are doing, it doesn't really make sense. And we forget to do it. And now, if you have studied biology and, anatomy, you have that knowledge, it might be a little bit easy for you to grasp. But let's say if you, studied accounting and you maybe had one biology class and maybe not even anatomy class. So it might be a little bit hard for you to connect with with the function of your body. That is what I have experienced in my life. When we have not studied that specific discipline, we don't get it. For example, I don't get anything about computer. So amazing to all the IT people who are out there who do it. That's something I just don't get. Um, so if you have not connected with your breath yet, this is the conversation today. And you will see how easy it is to create transformation within you, outside of you, just by using this very easy tool. Just, I'm trying to mute. Um, okay, so, okay. I'm trying to mute one of the participant. I'm not able to mute it. But I do hear a clicking sound. That's why I was trying to mute. Okay. Um, Coming back to our topic, power of breath. Whenever you inhale, you literally have the power to become a completely different version of you if you understand what's going on. But if you don't understand what's going on, you're just inhaling, exhaling, stuck in your head, stuck in whatever reality you are in the moment. So let's look into how can you truly use the power of breath. So the first part we are going to talk about is physical. Most of us adults living in today's day and age, no matter where you are, we are stuck in sympathetic nervous system. That is the stress response. So the stress response is I'm afraid, I am worried, I am angry, I'm judgmental, something might happen in my life, something, I'm always thinking negative about something. There's something always on my mind. So what happens? We have two types of nervous system: sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic nervous system is the fight flight response. When there is a real danger, I'm supposed to shift in that system, run for my life, get there, and go back to parasympathetic nervous system. If we have seen a video of deer being chased by a lion, we all have seen that. The deer will run really, really, really fast, and then it will get back to its herd, and then it calms down. And then it's just grazing as if nothing happened. But with us human, first of all, we have an invisible lion that is chasing us. It's all the what ifs that we have in our mind. All the what ifs that are going on in our mind, those are the lions that are chasing us, and we never get to a place where we can relax. And the bigger part of this picture is we don't even realize we are in stress response. Our body might feel stiff, but then if we get used to that, at least I was just used to being in that mode. And even now, I catch myself day to day, here and there, where my body's getting stiff. And I realize, oh, I'm stuck in the stress response. I need to take myself to parasympathetic nervous system. I need to consciously make the switch to be calm and relaxed. And the easiest way you can do that is a deep breath. How it works: when your lungs push down on your diaphragm. Diaphragm is that muscle between the thoracic cavity and the abdominal cavity. When your lungs are pushing down on it, it's stretching down. It's forced to expand. Uh, Parasympathetic nervous system neurons are in there. So your parasympathetic nervous system is getting activated. That's why just a deep breath can do magic. If you find yourself in a sympathetic response, stress response, and your hands are shaking, your legs are shaking, 10 deep breaths, but do belly breaths. So that's why put your hand on your belly and see your hand being pushed out. If you just do that, you're going to calm down. For example, if you're having an argument with somebody and all of a sudden you realize your heart is racing and you're getting angry, and your breath is getting shallow, once the argument is over, or even better, take a pause in the middle of the argument, take 10 deep breaths. Most likely you won't even have an argument after that. If you're about to walk into a meeting that you're not really feeling comfortable about and anything can happen, you're feeling really nervous, 10 deep breaths and then walk in. One of the things that happens, and we'll talk more about it in the energy aspect of it, when we are in sympathetic mode, stress mode, and not in the relax mode, which is where our body heals and nurture itself. When I am in stress mode, if I am around a person, my energy body is going to be very chaotic. It's almost like, every things are flying like this. It's not going to be aligned the way a human energy body is supposed to be aligned. And yeah, it is supposed to be, nice, beautiful, very specific structures for those people who can actually see energy. They can see, they are clairvoyant, they can see the chakras. It's a very, very specific geometrical structure to it. It's not all over the place, but when we are in stress response, everything just goes like this in our energy body. So just shifting into the next aspect, our energy body, how can we impact that using our breath? So since we kind of got into this very smoothly, if my energy is all over the place, so would be my child, so would be my partner, so would be my family members, so would be the people I am surrounded by, or the people who are around me, my coworkers, whoever, wherever I go. Their energy will also get impacted because energy body mimics each other. If my energy is chaotic, so will be yours if you're sitting right across from me. Or even if you're watching me and let's say I'm recording this video from being in a stress response and I didn't ground myself before doing this. You'll watch it and you'll be like, I just feel weird. I don't feel connected to her. And we all have had those experiences when we have this one person around us that every time they walk in the room, it seems like ants are crawling on you. They are stuck in stress response. And most of the time, we are that person. So before we look at anyone else, we want to look at ourselves. Again, very easy. Using the power of your breath, you can align your energy. Yes, you can take 10 deep breaths. You can also use proper breath work, There's so many different versions of them out there. It's like, 6 inhale, 3 hold, 6 out, 3 hold. There's so many different ways to do it. There's also box breathing, 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. All kind of different things are out there. What they all are doing, they are pulling in energy from the surrounding. When I take inhale, I am pulling in energy from my surroundings. So we call it air prana. I am pulling that energy in, and with exhale, I'm cleansing everything. If you have experienced breath work, another one is you do 2 inhales, 2 exhales, 2 inhale, 1 exhale. There's all different kind of variations and forms. But what it's really doing is clearing your energy body. Whether you have the intention, whether you don't have the intention, it's literally like a power wash. So think of like, one of those power washes or fire hydrant, that big level of hose, and you're just going like this on your energy body. Most of us, we don't even have an idea that we have an energy body that is holding on to all kind of energies that you've been absorbing your whole life. So let's say if yesterday you have an argument with your partner, with your friend, with your sibling, maybe with your parents, that anger is still stuck in your lungs. Now, depending on what school of thought you follow, some people say anger is in your lungs, some say it's in your liver. There's all kind of difference of opinion. I personally believe it's in our lungs. That is the belief system I work with. It will be stuck in your lungs. And then today you might be having hard time breathing. But if you practice deep breaths, or if you practice any kind of breathing system that we just talked about, you're going to release that energy. You're going to move it out of your system. And when that energy is out of your system, your mind is also going to shift. Your thoughts are going to shift, because that energy was keeping you stuck with what happened yesterday. That is how energy work, it does create profound shifts when we are creating shifts on the energy end and also on the mindset end. That's why I personally practice both together with my clients, doing energy healing on them and also the mindset work that we do as well. Coming back to how powerful your own breath is if you want to cleanse something. So let's say right now you're feeling tired. You can take 10 deep breaths. You can do like, whatever counting you like, 6-3-6-3, 4-4-4-4, 2 in, 2 out, whatever you like, you can bring that in. Just adding the physiological aspect. Your blood is getting more oxygenated, you're getting more energy that way too, but also keeping in mind we are using air prana. Air is around us for free all the time. Very, very important. One breath, and if we cannot breathe, we are out of this body. That is how important breath is. And we forget to use it for our own benefit. So if you want to have a balanced energy body and you want to take care of these stuck energies around you, just pay attention to where in your body you're feeling tightness. Let's say you're feeling tight in your left knee. Just put your hand on your knee, and when you inhale, imagine, visualize, make the intention, focus on that you're inhaling all the energy to your knee. And you'll be surprised how your knee would kind of open up. And that stuck energy there would get released and it won't be that stiff anymore. That is how powerful your breath is, because now you're learning how to direct that energy. So that is one aspect of it. Second aspect is, if you're feeling down, you can use your energy body paired with your breath to actually do healing on yourself. So let's say I'm a pranic healer, I work with energy. So does a Reiki healer or other energy healing modalities. We have been trained to use the air prana or wherever the energy is coming from the source to direct it to a very specific part of your body to clear what's stuck there. We are trained in that. But let's say you're not trained in that. You can use your breath to do, a little bit of repair work, at least for the time being, till you can find a practitioner that you like who can facilitate deeper work for you. So, for example, here's the Ajna chakra, which is also the master chakra. If you just put your finger over here, because there's a chakra over here too, you just put your finger over here. Right now, this one is expanding. So your will is getting stronger right now. And now, if you want to, if you're feeling down right now, you're feeling, use it for your emotional well-being. For physical well-being, just put your hand wherever it's hurting and just direct your breath to that area. This one is for your emotional well-being. Let's say you're feeling on the lower side of emotions. Put other finger on your solar plexus chakra, one finger over here, and then just take a deep inhale and tell this one to heal this one or balance this one. As you inhale, you're drawing in more energy, and then you can focus it here. Because this chakra is master chakra, it listens to you. You can tell it stuff. There's so many hacks that I have learned very quickly. I can clear so much energy using this one. But how you're doing it, since you have not been trained in a modality like that, how you can do it just using your breath. So putting one finger here, one finger here, inhaling all the energy that is coming, you're telling this one to balance this one. My friend, you are that powerful, but your power, that power comes through your breath. So that is taking us into the next aspect, that is spirituality. That is, of course, my most favorite thing to always talk about. So now this is where we realize that, we are in a temporary body. One last breath, we are out of here. And also, if you do study, creation story, depending on what spiritual background you're coming from, that, creator breath the soul into your body. So every time I inhale, I am connecting with the divine source. I am connecting with my creator, because that power to inhale was given to me by my creator, by your creator. So every time you inhale, if you can just focus on, in this moment, I am one with my creator. I am doing exactly what he did in this vessel that gave birth to me. To me, this concept is just so profound, so profound. So how you're going to use it in your day-to-day life, it's like, good knowledge, good information, how you're going to use it. As you're going throughout your day, maybe something goes wrong. Maybe you're not very happy. Maybe this, maybe that. All kind of craziness is happening in your life and you're feeling lost. You're like, I'm feeling alone. Take a deep breath. As you inhale, know that there is power that is coming in you. That is the power that is within you. And that is the power that can create anything in your life. If today you're having a difficult time, that power can also create a beautiful time. And that power is within you. I know it's a little bit of a profound esoteric concept here, but that is the truth of us. That is who we are. As long as I can breathe, I can create a change in my life. Even if I'm going through most troubling time in my life, as long as I can breathe, I have the power to create change. And if you're going through that challenging time in your life, just focus on your breath. Another thing that happens when you focus on your breath, you're not focused on tomorrow. You're not thinking about what happened yesterday or 10 minutes ago. You're not thinking about that argument you had 10 years ago. You're here. When you're here, in the now, the divine energy is in this moment. You can use that to create the next moment, or do nothing, just stay focused on your breath, and that divine energy in itself is going to create a better next moment for you than the last moment that you had. That is how powerful it is. So if you want to truly feel, let's say you're on the path where you're going through soul searching and you're like, I'm really trying to find myself, my purpose, my soul, why I'm here. Focus on your breath all day long if you can. For me personally, it's impossible to focus on my breath all day long. I keep coming back to it, and then I'll be doing something else. I'll forget about it. Then I'll keep coming back to it. One thing that I focus on throughout the day is how deep my breath is. And if I notice, like, I'm just stopping here, I make sure that I do 2, 3 deep breaths. So, like, there's stretching happening in my diaphragm, and just staying focused on that, how deeply I'm breathing. I also personally practice breath work every single day. It is one of the easiest way to clear your energy and get rid of those stuck emotions from the day before or throughout the night, whatever your night has been like. Um, but just connecting with your breath, being aware of it, and realizing where this breath is coming from. It's coming directly from your source. You're never disconnected from your creator. You're always connected with your creator. Whether you see him or you don't, whether you hear him or you don't, whether you feel him or you don't, there is a power that is supporting you every single second of your existence. And every time you take that another inhale, remind yourself that there's a power that is supporting me. That's why I got another inhale. Otherwise, there's some people who take one inhale and then the next one is an exhale, and that's the last one. They do not get another inhale. But me and you right now, we are getting another inhale. That's another chance to live, another chance to live. I call this going back to basics. If I'm going through a very challenging day or a challenging situation, I go back to my breath. I don't try to figure out or solve anything unless I am back in my body. I'm connected with my breath. I am grounded, because solutions can only come from a grounded place, because solutions are already there. If I'm having a problem, the solution is already there. I'm not going to see it from that stress response. That is when we try to hustle through life. But if we go to parasympathetic nervous system, relaxed, grounded, aware that in this moment I am one with my creator and I am connected. If I go to that place, then I can hear the solution. I can see the solution. And life is not that difficult anymore. Now, my friend, this is a very, very, very easy, simple tool that we all have available at any given time. If all of us start breathing properly in a connected way and really start using its power, we won't have that much of weaker immune systems that we have right now. We won't get as sick as we do right now. It is the reason we shallow breathe. When I shallow breathe, I stay in stress response and my body's not getting chance to heal itself, to restore itself, because I am not in parasympathetic nervous system. So few key things I will suggest. One is find a breathwork practice that works for you. And there are bajillions out there. You can just check on YouTube, breathwork practice. You will find many. Stick to the one that you like, practice it every single day. Second thing, whenever you're going through a difficult time, focus on your breath. Forget about everything else. Just focus on your breath. The third thing is um, train yourself to breathe from your belly. Because if we look at kids, they breathe from their belly. That is our natural way of breathing. It's not from here. Our natural way of breathing is from our stomach. Because here's another thing I can share with you. Our navel chakra is our um, life, or it is our what is the word? The word is escaping me right now. That is your life force. The inner power. Yeah, that is the word. The inner power that we feel, the strength that we really feel, it's your navel chakra. And when you are pushing your navel out as you inhale and exhale, you are feeding that life force. But when you breathe from here, you're not really feeding that life force, and that's why we stay in the stress response and we feel like we are victims of our life. We can't really, make sense of things. We can't really solve our problems. Our problems are bigger than us. That's why we stay in that mindset. I would just give you this invitation to this challenge yourself for 1 day or 7 days to practice breathing from your belly and pay attention to what happens to your thought process. I can guarantee you, you're going to start thinking more on a positive note and less in terms of catastrophizing every single thing. You will become more calm and centered person just because of the power of that belly breath. So everything is connected. Your physiology, your energy body, and the spiritual being that you are, that with every breath, you're getting a chance to live another moment. So that is all for today. And if this is something that you have truly enjoyed, shared with other people, if you would like to do the deeper work and really learn how to center yourself, no matter what is happening outside of you, you can always reach out to me. You can go to my website, aliajamalcoaching.com, and you can book a consultation with me. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye.